Milione Putkivano, Puchvaj. You know, people that tune into my videos for the first time, you know, never having watched my videos or know my connection or affinity towards Hungary, probably wonder what the hell is he saying? Yo no what? What the hell is this guy talking about? Anyway, good afternoon. Good afternoon from Bayou Segnette State Park Campground here in the Big Easy, New Orleans. New Orleans. We find our way to New Orleans on day two of this North American, you know, the great North American road trip, and it was a well, it was a rather nice drive from the Florida Panhandle over here to New Orleans, and you got to say that with a drawl, you know, when you say New Orleans, you know, New Orleans, something like that. But anyway, so you know, this campsite that we got, kind of an interesting story behind it, because I went online to book this campsite, which I'll share with you in a minute. I went online to book this campsite, and in booking the campsite, when I tried to book it through, I think it's Reserve America, when I went to book this thing through Reserve America, it was telling me that you have to book 2 nights. You know, there's a minimum of 2 nights. And the campsite's only about $22 or something like that for the night. But you got to book for 2 consecutive nights. And when I looked at the availability calendar, this space that I'm in, space number 5, it was booked the night before, or yeah, it was booked last night, and it was booked tomorrow night. So there was only 1 day available. So it wasn't possible to book this for 2 nights. And, you know, I mean, you got to wonder sometimes if that's not just God's favor, you know, raining down on you. So I made a few phone calls, and even though I was told that they would not be able to book the site for me, look where we're at. We're at space number 5 at the Bayou Segnette State Campground. And it's going to be a nice evening. We're going to pull out of here very early in the morning at about 4 a.m. or something to try to make, not Amarillo by morning, for those of you that might know that song, Amarillo by morning. We're going to try to make Houston by morning to go to see Joel Osteen. He's not going to be preaching, but there'll be somebody else there. And we're going to see if we can make the 11 a.m. It's about a 5-hour drive, so we're going to have to leave here at about 4 or 5 to get there around 10 o'clock. But anyway, so far so good. You know, so far so good. I am sitting in the camper here, and you know, as I was making up my bed, I'm sitting on my bed, which is also the dining area, so to speak. You know, if you can picture that. But anyway, I am sitting on the bed, and as I'm sitting here, I found myself thinking back to, what was it, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, where I was just getting lambasted online about, you know, how dare I even consider going camping with a lady that I didn't know and what have you, and in a camper and all that type of stuff, and all the slack that I was getting, you know, about that whole thing. And here I am, and you know, I got to tell you, it's working out. It couldn't be working out better. But you know, before I forget, I thought that I would mention this. You know, those of you that have been following me, you'll know that when I was back in, I think it was North Carolina, I spilled coffee on my laptop. Remember that? I spilled coffee on my entire laptop. And I've gone through quite a nightmare situation. I've sent the laptop into HP to be repaired. And in sending that laptop into HP, it keeps the part that they need, which is basically the entire keyboard. The part that they need keeps getting back ordered. It keeps getting back ordered out of China, I guess. And so anyway, you know, I was going to bring my big old 3 or 4 year old desktop computer, which does not run on battery. I would have to be powered in. So you know what? I broke down just a day before. Well, I broke down the day that we left, and I went out and I bought this thing here. This is called the Gram by Lenovo. And this laptop, this is the lightest laptop that I've ever owned in my life. This thing here has got a it's not a touch screen, which might be in part why it's so small. But anyway, so this look at the beautiful screen on this thing. You see the beautiful screen. It's really a nice laptop. It set me back about $1,300 or $1,400, but you know, I've got to have a laptop when I'm traveling. So my other laptop's not due back till the end of June now. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to just take you on a quick little tour of the campground. I'll give you a nice little view of this campground here. Just give me one quick moment, and I'll actually show you. You know, for those of you that care, put on my Big Easy hat. Okay, so there's my Big Easy hat. All right, so let me turn this around, and I'll show you the you know, the space here. It's nice. I mean, this queen bed here, which is where my LTC rests her head. You know, and then she's got the curtain that comes across, but she basically's got a moon roof. You know, she falls asleep literally under the stars, and the bed is more than comfortable. And then, you know, the curtain basically, if I can, I don't know if I can. Well, I don't even need to show it to you. But anyway, so the curtain goes something like, if I can pull this around. So the curtain on this, probably more than you need or actually want to know, but so there's the curtain. You see, I'll take what's behind curtain number 1, but there is the curtain. So that's how that worked out. I had to go have that curtain hemmed, but it affords some privacy. And you know, interestingly enough, she took over that whole closet there and that whole drawer. But anyway, and I am more than okay being right over here. You see, so I've got my comfortable, it's rather comfortable bed right here, and we just went out. I bought some a twin seat sheet set for my sleeping area. So all in all, it's not a bad arrangement, to be quite honest with you. It's rather cozy, and I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to work out well with my sleeping area here, and then this easily converts to a dining area. You know, I just will take that sheet off and lift up the table, and you know, over there you've got the other sleeping area. So it works out rather nicely. But look at the campground here. You know, for 20 bucks a night, this is one of these campgrounds that a lot of these Cajuns just come down from, you know, wherever, and they bring their boats and their you know, what have you, and off they come for the weekend. I'm assuming a lot of these are Louisiana folk, but anyway, it is really it's a rather warm day. It's a rather warm day down here, as one might expect in what is it, late May now. But here's the campsite, backed up right to a nice wooded area. You can see, you know, 20 bucks. I mean, how can you beat this? So we have water and we have electric, and if we want to, you know, dump the wastewater and what have you, there's a dump station on the way out. But there is that. So I'm going to grab my unicycle, and I have not really ridden around the campground yet, but let's see if I can't take you on a little tour here. Get on my unicycle here. I don't know how well the Wi-Fi is going to hang up, but anyway. So there you have it. You know, bringing the unicycle was a great idea, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities just like this. I got somebody behind me, I think. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities just like this to be able to
be riding the unicycle along. And here comes a guy. You can see he's coming back from a day on the water. Rather nice. This video comes out. See, this is the kind of thing that helps you build up your subscriber base, because inevitably people, there's your 50-cent word, inevitably people are going to be searching for this park, see if there's pictures or videos of this park, and you know, they may very well come across my video here, and it'll give them a nice view, give them a real nice view of the campground. So I'm actually looking forward to taking my LTC. I think he's calling ET with that thing right there, or so it looks. But I'm actually looking forward. I don't know, they got something smoking there. You are living the good life. Look at you. You're living the good life. You wanna make an appearance on Tom TV? You want to be on Tom TV?
Sure.
All right. So, this gentleman, are you from the Big Easy?
No, we're not. We're from Natchez, Mississippi.
You're from Mississippi?
Uh-huh.
Ah, what are you doing in this neck of the woods? You just come down to
a graduation.
a graduation, huh?
Kindergarten graduation.
Kindergarten graduation?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal.
It is.
My daughter's or our grandson's graduating kindergarten, and it's supposed to be a big thing.
I'll be darned. All right. And what do you got on the grill?
We got ribs.
You got rib.
They're covered up in tinfoil right now.
Otherwise, you'd show it to me.
it to you, but they are pretty.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks for the chat. Nice rig you got here. You do a lot of you get a lot of use out of this?
So far we've had it since the first of the year.
Yeah.
Would love to go full timing, but
yeah,
we got everything planned out but the money part.
No, everything but the money part, huh?
Yeah.
Now tell me something and be honest, okay? When you're out here in the camper, do you have a honey-do list just like you do at home?
Oh no.
No? No honey-do list out here? She's not putting you to work?
No.
No. All right. Have a great day, all right?
You do the same.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. So there you have it. You know, nice folk. You know, it's really amazing what a friendly smile and greeting will get you. I'm going to jump back on my unicycle. You know, the thing I hear the most when I'm riding around on my unicycle is where's your other wheel? You know, you lost your other wheel. And here's somebody that's camping with a tent. And I believe that when lovely Mercedes and I took our trip around the west, much as my LTC and I are about to do, we tented it. I didn't have the RV, or I didn't have the camper on me. But you know, I'm seeing a lot of shiny new trucks, you know, which might just very well be indicative of a rather successful Donald J. Trump economy. You know, I don't know, but you know, seeing all these big shiny new trucks could be an indication that you know, the Donalds' plan for a strong economy is working out. Knock on wood. So I don't know what the heck they've got in that. They got a big old dog in that, space number 39. So now here is a interesting thing. Here is a little, I think that's a little guy Max, or maybe a teeny little Max. They got that thing. Look at that. Talk about small. You know, that is really small. Boy, riding this unicycle around here is just fantastic. Really, really nice. There's some more folk over there waving at me. You see some really nice rigs. I don't know if I can, well, I wasn't able to turn it around on time, but you see some really nice rigs, and then of course you see some rather not so nice rigs. But you know what's nice is, as I was telling my LTC, you know, life on the road, provided you've got what you need. You know, you've got your Wi-Fi and your internet and, you know, the other comforts of home. It's kind of interesting, you know, just moving from one spot to the next, or, you know, just life doesn't get boring. You know, you're always experiencing new things. And I'm taking the LTC down to what is it called, 5th Street, or no, French Quarter tonight. I'll be taking her down and experiencing that whole thing. So, all right, folks. That being said, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, and maybe we'll have some. Maybe we'll find somebody boiling up some crawdads or something like that here at the campground. I came through this place, New Orleans area, years ago on my first trip, driving a little car that said America, across America on a smile. And I stayed at a campground, and they were having a big crawdad barbecue or roast or whatever the hell you want to call it. And they were just having we had a good old time, I should say, that night as I come back up to space number 5. So there we are, space number 5, and the LTC and I are just living the good life. So have a great evening, everybody, and take good care. Tomorrow it's Joel Osteen, and then it's on to San Antone, my old stomping grounds. I was learning to be a medical corpsman at Fort Sam Houston back in 1983. So quite some time ago. But anyway, so have a great day, okay? And take good care.